Jensen. Jensen, can you read me?
Barely. I've reached Panchea, Pritchard. Any word from Sarah for the UN delegates?
Nothing. The installation went into lockdown shortly after Darrow gave his speech. I can't tell if anyone's even alive. And the signal's still broadcasting.
Meaning no one's safe till I get in there and shut it down.
You'll have to disengage the lockdown first. Look for a master control panel at the top of the tower.
Pritchard, Panchea's broadcast center is at the base of the station near the bottom of the ocean. Is that right?
But the lockdown caused all the blast doors to seal. You won't be able to go down until you override them manually.
From up in the tower. I got it.
I don't think you want to do that, Mr. Jensen. Disengage lockdown, and whatever demons this station contains are likely to come crashing out on us.
Afraid to die, Darrow? Or just unwilling to face what you've done?
Oh, I know what I've done, believe me. I take no pleasure in it.
And yet you still did it.
I did what had to be done. 20 years ago, I gave the world augmentation technology. I thought I was giving it a bright future, but instead I gave it the means to destroy itself. No law, no UN regulation was going to fix that.
People are dying out there. Hundreds of thousands of people driven to the brink of insanity because of you.
I had to convince the world. Before today, people believed we should steal fire from the gods and redesign human nature. Human nature is the only thing we have that gives us a moral compass and the social skills we need to live in peace. Destroy it, and you destroy our very species.
Don't paint yourself a savior in this. What you're doing is insane.
Is it? When this is done, the Illuminati won't be able to control men and women like you as they had planned, from the inside out. No one will be able to use the technology I invented to make others into beings they desire. Something we both know has happened already.
You think you're Frankenstein? Killing his own monster?
Actually, Mr. Jensen, I prefer to think of myself as Daedalus, watching helplessly as his child crashes into the sea.
I'm ending this. Now.
You can't. The signal is being generated from the broadcast center at the base of this facility. Panchea's security system has been programmed to protect it, and will kill you before you even get close.
You designed that system, Darrow. You can tell me how to shut it down.
But I won't. You think what I'm doing is extreme. You simply don't understand. For humanity to survive beyond this century, it must abandon ill-conceived notions about transcendence and embrace change. But for that to happen, the hard lesson must be learned. Blood must be shed.
What you're doing is horrific. It has to stop. You can't force people to change. They have to do it on their own, or they'll end up resenting you for it. And doing it like this? My God, Darrow, it's insane.
It is not insane, Mr. Jensen. Tragic, yes. Unavoidable? No. Even as I listen to your words, I realize a cruel truth. No one else has the vision to see what I've seen, the will to do what I have done. You're all too weak, judging but never acting. None of you have the moral courage to see this through to its conclusion. Well, so be it.
You want us to see what you see. Fine. Our humanity is threatened because technology is messing with our minds. But how can we recognize this message when we're grieving over the people you forced us to leave behind? Friends and neighbors, people we care about. Is the image of their murders the vision you want us to have?
I have shown humanity the price of its complacency, the price of pride and arrogance. If people don't have the wherewithal to put aside their emotions and recognize that, I don't give a damn what vision they see. Look at everything that has happened since this technology developed. Search your heart. You know as well as I do that humanity is on a downward spiral, torn apart from within because people like you can't resist the temptation to play God with your own evolution. Can't you see why we must take the temptation away?
People like me? You mean not like you? You changed the world when you invented this technology, but your creation is leaving you behind. And as long as it's allowed to continue, mankind will use it to evolve without you. Until the father of tomorrow is known as yesterday's man.
You think I am doing this for my ego? I never wanted this, any of it. But I had no choice. This conversation is a waste of time. You'll never see the big picture. You lack the intellect to understand what is at stake here. I will end this evolutionary horror in one stroke and return our species to a better state. An equal state, with only one human species to guide it.
You can't have the future, so no one can, is that it? Open your eyes, Darrow. Look at what your obsession is doing to the world. When all of this is over, nothing will be left but anarchy and fear, smoldering in the ashes of burning cities. How can anything be rebuilt from that?
Destruction is a necessary first step. Without destruction, there can be no reconstruction, no breaking free of the horrible road we have set ourselves on. If you cannot see that, then there's no use discussing this any further. Kill me if you wish, but I won't give you the security shutdown codes. I regret nothing I have done. The technology I created must be destroyed, and this is the only way I know to assure it. Go down there, Mr. Jensen. Go down to the core and see with your own eyes the horrors your precious future creates. I've made my choices. Now you must make yours.
Richard, the lockdown's disengaged. I'm heading back to the hangar to see if those blast doors are open. Have you been able to raise anyone?
I'm picking up several glimmers, but there's too much interference. I think you're on your own, Jensen.
Careful there, Francis. You almost sound like you regret that.
That? Oh, that was not difficult. Please, let it be nothing. For both of us. Don't! Don't! Ow! Oh! Ah! Hiding! They're always hiding! I need to see them! Don't! You! Let me go! Get away!
You're gonna pay!
No! No one! No! I'll shut you up! be here. Only I can be here. Get away! Get away! Don't run. It'll be much easier this way. Don't. Monster! I didn't want this! Let me go!
This is William Taggart. If anyone out there is listening, I'm begging you, help. We've barricaded ourselves inside the core server room. Many of us are wounded. Please, save us. Please, save us.
You're the one who did this. I don't want this! The bastard ruined me! Get out of here! Just let me finish! Just let me finish! I got a dog to do! Don't scare me! You're not even there! Get out of here! Go! Just let me finish! I got a dog to do! I got a dog to do! Get alone! Get away! Go away! Go away! Go! You don't scare me! Fuck you! Fuck you! Control the kill you! I'm gonna kill you! Kill you! Let me go! Get away! I'm gonna kill you all! We can't control them anymore! Run! Run! Not real! Not real! Not real! Let me go! Get away! It's your fault! You scare me! You're not even there! I'm gonna kill you! Go! Real! Go away! Go! Go away! Real! Go! You don't scare me! You monster! Just leave! You don't scare me! Let me go! Get away! No! You monster! You will get me! Just let me finish! I've got a job to do! I got a job! You're the monster! It's your fault! I can't control them anymore! Run! Run! You're the monster! I can't control them anymore! Run! You don't scare me! No! Just let me finish! Just let me finish! I've got a job to do! Just get away from me! Real! They ruined me. The bastards ruined me. me to catch you!
And stay dead this time.
Don't be difficult! This is best for both of us! I got a job to do!
Don't run. It'll be much easier this way.
Is anybody there? Can you hear me? I've got survivors here. We've locked ourselves in the machine room. Please! Help us!
Don't be difficult! This is best for both of us! You! Get away! Get away!
Stand still.
What the hell? Oh my God.
Water pressure nominal 173 psi.
Who am I?
Communications web online.
I feel cold.
Drones 1 through 3 within operational parameters.
I don't remember.
Drone 4 disconnected.
Let me go.
Processing.
Oh God, please help me. I'm scared.
Core temperature stable. Processing.
Zhao, what are you doing?
Connecting to Panchea's Harun project, Mr. Jensen. The most advanced quantum computer slave to the human brain, and the closest to perfection we'll ever achieve. I'm going to use it to hack Darrow's signal and rework the message to our benefit.
Our benefit? You mean the Illuminati's?
Someone has to override the signal and be the world's savior. And let's be honest, neither of us would trust anyone else to fill that role. Computer, begin EEG sync.
So much pain.
Syncing beta waves at 40 cycles per second.
Sleep, please. Let me sleep.
Incompatible master-slave chain detected. Alert. Unable to transfer control to Alpha Pod.
The system won't recognize my chip.
Neural systems offline. Rerouting control of the gene
I can't
to
control
Alpha
Iron.
Pod. Increasing glutamate levels by 32%.
Sal, get them out of there. I have to reach the control chamber.
No! I can still control it! I'm in control!
Stop the signal.
Security alert.
Through the primary control hatch.
Oh, shit.
Alpha Pod security in place. To access Alpha Pod, purge tertiary pods.
Here, what? Systems are... My organic systems under stress will acclimatize.
Do you see where honor and ambition lead you? To a hole miles deep in the ocean, about to meet your end. I'm powerless.
Look at what they've done. I don't like it here. I don't like it. It's so cool down here. Nerd, show us the light, Mother. Where's the light?
Alpha Pod security in place. To access Alpha Pod, purge tertiary pods.
I was the one to alter the signal. Once I do, the council will welcome me with open arms.
Manual override of tertiary pods initiated. Total system purge effect. Shutting down tertiary stations. Warning. Electrical charge subcritical and rising. Electric discharge sequence initialized.
Where did you get that code? From that fool Darrow. This will not stop me, Jensen. It's happening. Iris is gone from us. No, wait. It's initiating emergency protocols. Ah! You don't know the resources they have at their disposal, Jensen. Despite my special genetics, you have been in over your head the whole time. Initiate distribution protocol.
Warning. Electrical charge subcritical and rising. Activate discharge sequence.
Darrow. You betrayed them.
Warning. Primary pod compromised. Secondary security measures activated. Evacuate area.
Jensen. There are too many contingencies built into the system. You and I have both failed.
Warning. Charge approaching critical levels. Discharge imminent. Clear the area.
Hello, Adam. Welcome to the Edge. It is not the end of the world, but you can see it from here.
Eliza? What are you doing here?
It is my job to monitor and report on the news, Adam. Before Darrow smothered everything with his signal, the whole world was tuned into this place, including me.
The broadcast. I have to stop it.
I know. Please, come closer. Do you know where we are, Adam? We are at the fulcrum point, when society lies in the balance. Hugh Darrow hoped to tip the scales one way, by telling the world everything you already know. About the biochip, the Illuminati, everything. He believed knowing the truth would convince mankind to abandon research into human enhancement technologies forever.
It would certainly give them reason to fear it.
Indeed. Darrow's confession is ready to send. If you want, I can wideband it across all media as soon as you shut down the signal. Everything you worked so hard to uncover will be exposed. But only if you deactivate the broadcast using this control. Of course, there is another option. This passage leads to Panchaea's pressure regulation controls. Destroy them and the installation will cave in on itself, overwhelmed by the weight of the ocean pressing against it. Everyone inside the structure will die.
That's a solution?
No one will be left to tell the world what happened, Adam. Nobody will be able to spin the story.
Including me.
The choice is yours. Do you believe you have the wisdom to choose an appropriate future for mankind? Or do you trust mankind to find the answers on its own? If you do this, the unadulterated truth in Darrow's confession may well convince mankind to cast all science and technology aside, to ensure that future generations grow up free and whole. Are you sure this is your choice?
Let me think about it.
If you do this, the world will be left with questions and may never reach a consensus. Are you sure this is your choice?
Let me think about it.
If you do this, the unadulterated truth in Darrow's confession may well convince mankind to cast all science and technology aside, to ensure that future generations grow up free and whole. Are you sure this is your choice? So be it then.
Albert Einstein said, technological progress is like an axe in the hands of a pathological criminal. Took me a while, but I finally see his point. How often have we chased the dream of progress only to see it perverted? More often than not, haven't the machines we built to improve life shattered the lives of millions? And now we want to turn that dream on ourselves to fundamentally improve who we are. Experience has shown me how dangerous that can be. When faced with difficult choices, sometimes I considered human lives and suffering, but other times, my own interests were paramount. Did I always do the right thing? Or did the presence of an easy answer lead me astray? Technologies are invented to make our lives easier, not our choices. The problem comes when we forget that. Darrow understood this. He knew that using technology to become something more than we are risks losing our ability to love, aspire, or make moral choices. The very things that make us human. It also risks giving some men the power to make others what they choose, regardless of the cost to human dignity. The suffering Darrow inflicted is not the end of the world. It is merely the seed for change. And change never comes without pain.